man on the chase. Blocks him off the backboard. Oh, showtime. Oh, he slammed it down. Tina rises. Another three from Eula. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
And welcome into the Max Stern Athletic Center. I'm Yosef Silver alongside Avery Stepner as we are getting set for the Tier 2 finals game between the North Shore Hebrew Academy Lions and the DRS Wildcats. Avery, it's been a little bit of a... This is the NCSY pregame show, excuse me. NCSY inspiring the Jewish future for over 70 years. Now, Avery, it's been a wild ride for both of these teams. How have we gotten to this point?
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Both these teams dropped to Tier 2 on Thursday, but have been great ever since. We saw yesterday North Shore absolutely dominated their Tier 2 semifinal game against Ida Crown, winning 60-49. And then we obviously know the crazy game that DRS took part of, with Joe Aaron hitting a shot from right over there to send it into the extra period.
That was an excellent shot, and on that note, the last game of the season for both of these teams. Obviously, you want to end your season on a win. Both teams going to have to look to their star players. Who are we watching on each side?
Yeah, so on North Shore, it's going to be Charlie Sassoon and Eli Bachor. They both combined for over 40 last night. They were both incredible. And on DRS, it's Yeshiva League MVP Joe Aaron. We know how good he is. We know what he can do. He's exciting to watch. Look out for those guys.
Well, this has been the NCSY pregame show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with tip-off and lineups and tip-off right here on Max Live. And welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center as we are all set. DRS, the 3 seed, North Shore number 7 here in the Tier 2 Championships. Today's starting lineups are sponsored by the Yeshiva University Office of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great events and opportunities we have for YU students. Starting with the number 7 North Shore Lions, they'll be wearing their greens today. The only green-on-green matchup the entire tournament. Starting at guard, the 6-foot junior, number 4, Charlie Sassoon. Starting at guard, the 5'11 senior, number 22, Eli Bachor. Starting at center, the 6'3 senior, number 34, Philip Cohen. Starting at guard, the 5'8 senior, number 35, Michael Levy. And starting at forward, the 5'11 senior, number 41, Noah Ganjian. For the DRS Wildcats, starting at guard, the 6-foot senior, number 0, Tzvit Saidi. Starting at forward, the 5'11 senior, number 1, Avi Slomnicki. Starting at guard, the 5'8 junior, number 21 today, Gaby Spodek. Starting at forward, the 6'2 junior, number 31, Michael Solomon. And starting at guard, the 6'2, 6'3 senior, number 42, Joe Aaron. As North Shore takes the tip. And it's Michael Levy. Eli Bachor, he was electric yesterday. Let's see if he can get things started, as that's an errant pass taken by Joe Aaron. Not exactly the start you're looking for if you're North Shore, as DRS looks to strike first blood. Avi Slomnicki. Hand off to Aaron. Joe Aaron pulls up. That's in for Joe Aaron. If he can get those going, it's going to be a long night for North Shore.
Yeah, and Yosef, that's exactly the type of actions you want to get Joe Aaron into. These dribble handoffs and screens, get him going downhill on smaller defenders is a recipe for success if you're DRS.
Now it's Ganjian into the corner for Sassoon. Charlie Sassoon, so dangerous from 3, and right there, starting things off. Now Charlie Sassoon shooting 43% from 3 during this tournament. Over half of his shots are from 3. DRS is going to have to do a better job closing out. Now it's Tzvit Saidi, a little bit quiet yesterday, fouled out kind of early in DRS's double overtime matchup. Saidi at the wing, going to take it inside on Levy. Now kicks it to Spodek. Spodek stops. Slomnicki, 12 on the shot clock. Michael Solomon for 3. No good, but rebound Tzvit Saidi. No good, he gets his own rebound, and that's going to be a foul. Great job by Tzvit Saidi cleaning things up, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, DRS, not the bigger team in this matchup. They're a little smaller. Obviously, Phil Cohen, number 34 on North Shore, is an absolute beast. But DRS, a very scrappy team. It's why they won the Yeshiva League. And they're showing you why they're the champs early on with their hustle.
And for DRS, we've seen things. They haven't exactly been themselves so far. They haven't exactly been themselves so far this tournament, but this team has been on a 4-year run with head coach Moshe Cohen. He actually moved up into varsity from JV along with this batch of seniors. So you got to think in their last game together, they're going to really turn it on.
Yeah, and Coach Cohen talked about before the game, his message to the team is not, this is the end-all be-all. He just said, hey, guys, let's have fun. It's your last game together. You guys have accomplished so much. Don't finger point. Don't get too emotional. Just enjoy the game. This is the last one you have with each other.
As Saidi perfect from the line. Now 4-3 DRS lead just about 2 minutes into this one. Eli Bachor takes the screen from Ganji and moving inside. Lost the handle on it, put it up, no good. Solomon took the rebound for DRS. Now it's Gaby Spodek. Spodek, the junior. Joe Aaron pulls up. Front rim. Rebound by Ganjian. Charlie Sassoon. Gaby Spodek up on him. How dangerous he can be from deep. As Sassoon, though, going to take it inside, puts it up, and that looked like DRS had a piece of it. Good job by Tzvit Saidi and Michael Solomon. Now it's going the other way. Joe Aaron in the corner. Gives it to Solomon, top of the key. Solomon going to take it inside. Great job blowing by Eli Bachor, but can't get the layup. Phil Cohen going to push the other way. Cohen to Sassoon. Sassoon brings it up. Can't get the layup, but great job by North Shore grabbing the offensive board, and they'll reset.
Yeah, and it was interesting yesterday against Ida Crown. North Shore only saw 1-through-1. The Aces were in a 1-through-1 the entire game. So see how they attack a man-to-man defense, which is a little different than what they've seen.
And that pass from Ganjian was taken by Joe Aaron. Now he's going to move inside on Charlie Sassoon. Great job on the layup by Joe Aaron. 6-3 DRS lead.
Yeah, it's just too easy for him. He's so powerful and athletic. He just gets by anyone. Incredible take by Aaron.
That shot was no good. Rebounded by Saidi.
And they got Slomnicki in the corner, but Aaron's going to try a three.
In and out. Joe Aaron struggled a little bit this tournament from three. This DRS team, if anything, that's their one weakness, is their three-point shooting. But was able to really turn it on yesterday as he had some clutch shots. As that's Sassoon looking for the answer and bottoms the three, tying the game at 6.
Yeah, he's so good. Just an incredible playmaker, ball handler. He can shoot from anywhere. He can finish. Really just a complete package offensively that you need to devote all your attention for. As there's another steal by North Shore, and they're going to get the fast break layup to go to take the lead 8-6 North Shore.
And great job by Eli Bachor. Both of these teams, looking to gun in transition. We've seen, if anything, North Shore's been a little bit more successful, though DRS forcing a lot of steals as well. Tzvit Saidi for 3. That's a great screen by Michael Solomon, but Saidi couldn't get the 3 to go. And now North Shore with an 8-6 lead. They've been on a nice run. As we've seen a little bit of a similar story from DRS in all of their games, getting off to a little bit of a rough start offensively. They'll look to change that going forward. Charlie Sassoon a little bit too much dribbling, and great job by Saidi to poke it away. Now it's Gaby Spodek under the basket, kicks to Slomnicki. Slomnicki for 3. No good. Rebound Michael Solomon. Solomon puts it back up. Great job by Michael Solomon.
Michael Solomon, a fan favorite, known as one of the scrappiest guys in the league. And when I say scrappy, I mean he's like really scrappy, and it makes him such a good player. He's always taking charges. He's getting offensive rebounds, doing all the dirty work. If you're a winning team like DRS is, he's the type of guy you need.
And that ball was poked loose, bounced around, going to stay North Shore ball, and just going out Michael Solomon. He's really the heart and soul of these DRS Wildcats, and it runs in the family. We saw a couple years ago his brother Isaac in the crowd today, kind of leading the chants for DRS, but really just energetic and willing to put his body on the line as he'll defend the inbound. As it's going to be Levy to inbound for North Shore. Finally gets it in. Eli Bachor pulls up, and that's good. Now 10-8. North Shore regains the lead.
Yeah, Eli Bachor, another one of those scrappy players. You don't see him necessarily think he's flashy and he's an amazing player, but at the end of the game, he ends up with 20-plus points. As there's a nice pass down low by Solomon. Spodek can't get the layup to go. But again, you watch Eli Bachor, He's just always in the right place at the right time, and he capitalizes when he's open, and there's almost a deep three by Sassoon.
Phil Cohen powering inside, gives to Sassoon in the corner. In and out. As that passes forward for Bennett, great job by Sassoon to get a hand on it. But DRS going to get the ball after an almost electric three from Charlie Sassoon, couldn't hit.
Yeah, and North Shore's done a really good job at getting in transition defensively. DRS, a very fast team, as there's Aaron for three.
Joe Aaron once again no good. As Ganjian pulls the board. Going to be Michael Levy taking it down for North Shore.
Yeah, and I think the pace has really gone in North Shore's favor. Both teams want to slow it down, but North Shore has been selective when pushing in transition. And defensively, they have not let DRS push on them. So those North Shore guards doing a great job getting back.
Phil Cohen got Bennett flying. Now going to power inside. No good. Rebound Joe Aaron. Sweet Saidi in the corner for three. No good, too strong, but Saidi grabs his own rebound and one. Great job by Tzvit Saidi following through, and he's got multiple offensive rebounds in this game and will head to the line with the opportunity to give DRS the lead.
Yeah, and it feels like the way DRS plays offense, they're able to spread the floor. Despite being a sort of a bigger team, and you think they're more of like a pounded inside type of team, they spread the floor, and it opens up the middle for guys like Saidi, Spodek, and Solomon to fly in and grab those offensive rebounds, and obviously helps when your guards are as scrappy as they are.
As we're going to get a substitution for the shooter, Adir Saknovitz coming in for Tzvit Saidi.
Adir Saknovitz is known as the X factor of this Wildcats team. We know what he could do shooting the ball. Also really good at deflecting balls when they're in the passing lanes. Look for him to make an impact as he comes in early on.
And for North Shore, Andrew Kohanim checking into the game. And Michael Levy going to take a seat. As Charlie Sassoon has it, now Kohanim. Phil Cohen at the top. Sassoon thought about another deep three. Joe Aaron's playing him close. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kohanim to Eli Bechor, who's going to take it inside. Great screen by Ganji, and Bechor goes up. Couldn't get it. And I believe they're going to call a foul on DRS. That's going to go on Michael Solomon. That's his first.
Yeah, he wants a shooting foul, but I think it was a loose ball. I don't think Cohen ever got a shot attempt up. So they're going to inbound it underneath. And they got Sassoon.
And wide open Eli Bechor at the wing for three. That's good. You cannot leave such a star player like Eli Bechor. Can't give him that much space. As DRS going to look to respond. It's Gaby Spodek at the top. Now Joe Aaron at the wing. Back to Spodek in the corner. Moving inside. Now Solomon. Down low to Bennett. Into the corner for Aaron. But an errant pass. Great job in defense by Andrew Kohanim, who got a hand on it. Still going to be DRS ball. 15 on the shot. 16 on the shot clock.
North Shore's done such a good job of playing help defense. They're playing a gap coverage in their man-to-man. As Spodek gets a mid-range jumper that doesn't go. But DRS just not able to get good passes into the paint.
Charlie Sassoon going to hold for one for North Shore. 10 seconds. 8. 6 seconds. Charlie Sassoon, great defense. Gaby Spodek, 4. He's going to have to put it up. Sassoon puts it up. Rims around, no good as we head to the break. 13-11, North Shore lead. We'll be right back.
Camp Seneca Lake, the premier Jewish sports camp in the tri-state area. We place a major emphasis not only on competitive sports within our campus walls, but also have our boys and girls participate in tournaments across many sports in all age groups against other camps. This season, we fielded 31 Wayne County teams, 9 tournament teams that competed outside against other camps. These games are a highlight of our campers and our staff alike.
Hi, this is Doron Perez, Rabbi Perez from World Mizrahi, and I'm speaking to you, every single one of you at Sarachek, Yeshiva University High School's basketball tournament. Give it everything you got on the court, and always the one who gives 110% makes the biggest difference. We at Mizrahi, affiliated with Yeshiva University in something called the Orthodox Israel Coalition Mizrahi, a slate running for religious Zionist values in the World Zionist Congress. Every single one of you, 18 and above, can vote for the future of Jewish destiny. Go outside the gym, there's a table. Vote to impact our values, not only on the court, but in Israel and around the world.
Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. North Shore Hebrew Academy up on DRS 13-11. NCSY has 2 great events this spring. First, level up your Pesach plans. This Chol Moed Pesach, join NCSY at Six Flags for an epic day you won't want to miss. Visit ncsygreatadventure.com for more info. Then, get ready for an incredible day of golf, pickleball, and tennis for men and women, all supporting NCSY's mission. Join us on Long Island May 19th. Visit golf.ncsy.org to sign up. 2-point lead for North Shore as DRS going to look to strike first blood in this second quarter. Obviously, Slomnicki moving inside. Great job by Ganjian to move over, and that's blocked by Kohanim. Saidi getting the rebound. Shot clock was reset. Slomnicki for 3. No good, excuse me. That was Saknovitz on the 3. Rebound, another offensive rebound for Zvi Saidi. As Joe Aaron moving inside on Phil Cohen. What a great move, blowing by the big man for North Shore and tying the game up at 13.
Yeah, that's the formula, Yosef. It's going to be getting Joe Aaron going downhill to the basket. He's so big against guards, and he's too fast against big men. As there's a deep 3 by Sassoon that doesn't go. DRS has to get Joe Aaron going towards the basket if they want to win this game.
Saidi going to power inside. Goes up too strong on the layup. Rebound Phil Cohen. Now it's Charlie Sassoon. And if I'm North Shore, I kind of want them to work the ball around a little bit more like we see they're doing here. Although maybe work the ball inside. The middle's wide open as Charlie Sassoon going to take the open space. No good on the layup, but great rebound by Kohanim. Lots of contact on the putback. No good, and Andrew Kohanim gets the rebound again. Great job, great effort by Andrew Kohanim, who just seemed to want it more on that play.
Yeah, and great job getting positioning down low. There's 2 offensive rebounds on that possession.
As now it's Saknovitz inside to Bennett. That's DRS's bread and butter, hitting cutters inside. As it's going to be Bennett taking it back out to the wing. Adir Saknovitz moving in on the layup, blocked. Phil Cohen with the rejection.
Phil Cohen, such a good rim protector, already with multiple blocks in this game. So good at utilizing his big frame at 6'3". Always in the right spots. As there's Zaidi with the 3.
And we've seen that DRS so good at freeing up shooters off of inbounds, but Saidi couldn't get it to fall. As Phil Cohen going to try a 3 of his own. Bit short, maybe some contact from DRS. As Adir Saknovitz to take it down, picks up his dribble, finds Saidi. Cross court to Slomnicki. Another 3 from Slomnicki. Once again, no good. Rebound Phil Cohen. It's a little bit of hectic offense from both sides. And now North Shore smartly going to slow it down.
Yeah, DRS a little too perimeter reliant. They're not a great shooting team. I think they really have to do a better job of getting the ball into the paint. And if they need to take 30 seconds through the shot clock, that's fine.
As Charlie Sassoon working inside, goes up. And Charlie Sassoon on the layup. DRS fans wanted to travel. Maybe did take an extra step, but either way, 17-13. Speaking of maybe should have been a travel, we'd like you to stay tuned for the Camp Step It Up halftime show, where not only will we interview both coaches, but we also have a special interview, as that's going to be an offensive foul on DRS. Going to go the other way. We have a special interview with head official, Mr. Mel, who's going to be talking about that play in the DRS Frisch game. A little bit of a controversy on the backcourt. It wasn't a foul. It's going to be a timeout from Coach Cohen, which means that we're going to step aside for this 30-second timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
The Jewish life and ruach at Camp Seneca are top-notch.
There's nothing like the Shabbos we have here, filled with zmiros and ebbing and a gorgeous Havdalah.
Davening every day, chinuch classes.
Deep, meaningful conversations with just amazing kids and beautiful relationships here.
At Camp Seneca Lake, you'll grow over your summer.
Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. As bit of a wild pass, but now taken by Spodek. Thought about the 3, but now going to give it to Slomnicki. Joe Aaron. Yamaka hanging on by a thread. As inside to Saidi. Saidi puts up a wild shot as the shot clock expired. I think DRS didn't realize how much time was left until it was too late.
Yeah, and it feels like North Shore's defense is really playing on a string right now. They're just so good at rotating to the right spots and help defense from the weak side. Not something you see often from Yeshiva League defenses. It just feels so advanced. And DRS just not able to free up anyone. As you know, their offense is more known for their backdoor cuts and freeing guys up, but they haven't been able to do that.
Charlie Sassoon, wild three, no good. You know, he was electric early in the game, but he's taken a bunch of those shots where, you know, obviously Charlie Sassoon's such an incredible shooter, but maybe you'd want him to try to work it through his teammates first.
Yeah, and I think as a star player, obviously, you know, I'm a big fan when star players try to take over games, but you know, if you let your teammates take over a little bit and they're making shots, it can really spread out the defense and take some of the focus off of you, which then frees you up for some easier shots.
And that's going to be a foul as Joe Aaron went straight at Jacob Cohen.
But also on the other side, it looks like DRS just hasn't really gotten Joe Aaron going. So I think, you know, you don't want to be too much. You don't want to be too unselfish to the point where you're not getting your star player involved. So Joe Aaron needs to be more aggressive for DRS to put up some points.
As DRS stuck at 13 points. They were such a powerhouse during the season. That's a three from Aaron. Back iron. Rebound Eli Bachor. And for DRS, it's been pretty much more of the same here, as they've just looked a little bit disjointed, especially offensively. Jacob Cohen inside to a wide open Kohan Im, who gets the layup. Now a 6-point lead for North Shore.
What a pass. Almost a no-looker. Hook pass over the defense. And a nice finish for two.
North Shore fans in on the defense chance. North Shore really brought a crowd. Not as much from DRS, although we still got some fans. That's a three from Saidi. No good. Rebound Bachor. Bachor going to push. Bachor gives it over to Cohen. Great job by Joe Aaron coming around. Michael Solomon tried to take the charge, but it's just going to be out of bounds as both players a little bit shaken up. And nice to see each guy getting up. They'll each just walk it off, as that was a tough hit. Coach Cohen going to put in Michael Freund, as well as bring Adir Saknovitz back on the floor. Solomon going to take a seat. Saidi going to take a seat. Michael Freund, the 6'1 junior. We haven't seen much of him this tournament, but let's see if he can get something going. As it's Eli Bachor putting it up. Front iron, rebound Joe Aaron. Now Gaby Spodek working on Sassoon. Sassoon taking the screen. No good, rebound Phil Cohen. Excuse me, that was Spodek who took the screen and missed the shot. Eli Bachor looking to extend it to a 3-possession lead for North Shore. DRS up on him. Jacob Cohen working inside. No good, but that's going to be a foul. And Jacob Cohen headed to the line for two.
And partner, North Shore has done a much better job at spreading out the DRS defense and taking it inside. Even though North Shore is more of a three-point shooting team and they have a lot of guys who can get it done from long range, they're not settling. They're taking it inside and they're earning either layups or free throws, which has really helped them, you know, spark this lead. And on the DRS side, they're just too complacent with jacking up deep triples that just aren't good shots for them. Instead of taking it inside, maybe getting fouled and getting, you know, some of the North Shore guys into foul trouble, and also easier high percentage looks.
As Jacob Cohen missed the first, hit the second. Now a 20-13 lead, as DRS has been real quiet over the last couple minutes offensively. DRS chants coming from the crowd, as Gaby Spodek trying to get something going for these Wildcats. Inside to Bennett. Bennett now takes it back out. 17 on the shot clock. Joe Aaron pulls up. Back iron. Bounces around. Eli Bachor, 2-on-1. Gives it to Sassoon inside. Back to Bachor. Beautiful passing from the North Shore as the Sassoon-Bachor connection leads to 2 points.
Yeah, and you wonder if maybe a timeout is in order for DRS to get them straight. They've been out of sorts.
As we cross 2 minutes, North Shore on an incredible run. That's a 3 from Bennett. And I don't know if that's the shot you're looking for DRS. As you try to climb back into this game, as North Shore's kind of blown it open up 9. Eli Bachor took some contact as he went inside, but now a double-digit lead. Timeout, DRS. As we are going to keep it here for this one. It's going to be a full timeout. Come to Como Pizza for some great pizza, pasta, salads, and even awesome breakfast options. We will be streaming the games in-store, making it a great place to watch the games while you eat. And shout out to Como Pizza. They sponsored our lunch today, so big props to them. And speaking of lunch today, we'd like to also thank Chopsticks, who sponsored our lunch yesterday, for being a proud Max Live sponsor. For the best Chinese food in Teaneck, you've got to go to Chopsticks. Head to chopsticksusa.com to order online. The link is in the description of this video. So Avery, with 1:43 to go, DRS been locked at 13 for the past couple minutes. What's it going to take to break the ice?
So on both sides of the ball, they can definitely change some things. I think offensively, if you're at DRS, we've talked a lot about this, and I mentioned they have to get the ball into Joe Aaron's hands, and they have, but he's also settling for outside shots as well as the entire team. I think Joe Aaron needs to just get downhill, put his head down, attack the middle of this North Shore defense. That's where he's at his best. And then defensively, DRS is playing a little too aggressive right now, and they're man-to-man. And North Shore has just been beating them one-on-one. So maybe you switch to a 2-3, or at least play sort of a similar defense to what North Shore is playing, gap man coverage, where you have guys and help defense, and you're not all the way up.
As Bennett, DRS looking for something. That's Freund. No good. Tzvit Saidi, great job. Once again, another offensive rebound for Tzvit Saidi as he gets the putback.
Yeah, and he's got 8 rebounds total. Not something you usually see from a guard like that, but shows the character and mentality that Saidi has to fight for those rebounds.
Eli Bachor looking for a response, bringing it back, trying to bring it back double digits, takes it inside, pulls up. No good. Great job by Bachor grabbing his own rebound. No good again. And now it's calling him, and couldn't see who that was for DRS fighting for it, as they're going to say it's DRS ball. That was Boehm for DRS, excuse me.
Yeah, and it also feels like North Shore, even though that ball went to DRS, feels like North Shore is chasing all these rebounds, and they're always by the ball. Feels like they're out hustling DRS, and they're getting better looks. That's something that has to change here with the minute left in the first half.
Bennett hands it off to Boehm. Back to Bennett at the free throw line. Now going to take it around, trying to look baseline. And they're going to say that's off Yitz Bennett. Once again, more disjointed offense from DRS. As Charlie Sassoon to inbound, 45.9 on the shot clock. Let's see if they go 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be content with just holding him, looking for a good shot. I'm trying to get Bachor in some action as he's been really aggressive.
Eli Bachor. Now Jacob Cohen. 30 seconds left. Now it's Charlie Sassoon. Daniel Ginsberg into the game for North Shore. Charlie Sassoon calling things out. 7 on the shot clock. 6, 5. Takes the screen from Cohen. He's going to have to pull up. Sassoon, that's poked away by Saidi. Tzvit Saidi, Phil Cohen running back in transition. No good, but Joe Aaron to clean it up. No, could not get it to go as it bounced around. 2 seconds. 1. Bachor got it off in time. Front iron. As we are going to head to the break. 24-15. North Shore Hebrew Academy leading. We're going to send it down in just a moment to Natan Rabizadeh, who's going to be standing by with Coach Babayev for North Shore. And stay tuned for the Camp Step It Up halftime show, where we will have an interview with head referee Coach Mel. Now we're going to send it down to Natan, standing by with Coach Shalom Babayev for North Shore.
Obviously, Coach, what do you like from your team on offense and on defense?
Offense, we're getting out and pushing like we discussed. We don't want to play against their set defense, so we're doing a good job getting out in transition. And defensively, we're switching, we're talking, we're doing what we got to do on that end.
We know how good of a team DRS is, Yeshiva League winners. How do you make sure that your team stays locked in and keep pushing the lead in the second half?
That's just it. They're the defending champs, so if you're not hungry to play them, then you don't belong on the court.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you, Natan. Thank you, Coach Babayev. As at the end of the second quarter score was North Shore 11, DRS 4. Great job by North Shore in that quarter holding off DRS as we will send it to the Camp Step It Up halftime show. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with head referee Mel, who will be standing by with Natan right after this.
No matter how hard we train during the week, no matter how hard we go with basketball, we go on field trips, we go here, we go there, we make sure not to compromise our Jewish identity. At the end of the day, we are Jews and we are Hashem's children, and we have to be like that every single day, no matter how busy we are.
If you're looking for help on a certain weak point in your religious activities, then you can ask the rabbi. For example, I asked how to lead davening, and now I'm starting to do mincha and shachari, and it's really fun.
I don't come to camp just to run 3 minyanim a day. I come to camp because the kids bring with them an inspiring energy, something that I'm able to draw power from for myself, and ultimately I'm able to share something with them that I love, that I'm passionate about, and having those two things together, it's unstoppable. We're able to both grow in such a way that we leave as different people than when we came.
Shabbos at camp is definitely very special. We started off, there's Kabbalat Shabbat, singing, dancing, all of that. And then something I personally really enjoy is every Shabbos I go to a learning group with one of the counselors, Noah. While being a great coach, he's also very wise and really knows how to just talk to kids and have a serious conversation with them. That is really special to me because if kids choose not to play basketball and they kind of want to use the day to rest, there's still opportunities to enhance your Jewish life.
No question to us is a bad question. We make sure all the kids feel comfortable asking us, even about Al Netilat Yadayim in the morning, saying brachot on food, why do you put on shoes a certain way, why do you tie shoes a certain way? And we just want to make sure that we can start somewhere with them and go beyond that. I teach a shir on Shabbat that's usually meant to go 30 to 45 minutes, but ends up being 3 hours long. And me and the kids talk about life, we talk about halacha, Pirkei Avot, Lashon Hara, and we cover all bases, and it's my most important day of the week.
We offer a variety of programming. We have learning groups that appeal to all different age levels, in-text learning, out-of-text learning, mitzvot, philosophy, Gemara, Chumash, bar mitzvah lessons. We have special programs that go on Rosh Chodesh, Tisha B'Av, Shiva Asar B'Tammuz, even secular holidays like 4th of July. We have all the necessary pieces for kids, regardless of religious background, to live their best Jewish life, and they might even learn a little.
My name is Yogev Verdugo, founder and camp director of Step It Up, a sleepaway basketball camp located in upstate New York, founded on the premise that the game of basketball is overplayed and undertaught. Game IQ. Knowledge is power. Our players understand the game, understand how to bring the ball up court, initiate offense, understand how to pick apart man-to-man defense, how to operate against the zone defense, play low-high, high-low, ball reversals, driving and kicking in order to get a higher percentage shot, using zero dribble offense, drive fakes, pass fakes, and shot fakes to get the defense to commit. Of course, on the defensive side of the ball, to impact the ball both on the ball, off the ball, understand how to manage a team on the court and off, and much, much more. We believe that knowledge is power, and we aim to equip every single one of our players with a keen understanding of the game. Basketball fitness. If you're in great shape, your skills and game knowledge can come to life. Everything from speed, strength, quickness, agility, flexibility, balance, breath work, conditioning, the entire body. Nutrition, what we feed our bodies with. Our players understand that on-court success goes hand in hand with the foods that we put into our bodies. Our players understand the value of proteins, carbohydrates, both simple and complex, vegetables, colorful plates, proper hydration. Regardless of how much knowledge or how much of an advanced skill set our players have, they understand that without proper nutrition, it will be very hard to succeed on the court. Our mentality and philosophy go hand in hand. While we try to develop a player who can impose his or her will on their opponent, at the same time, we want our players to be with a calm mind and a center. Working very hard is a spiritual experience. In order to get good in basketball, you have to trust the process. You have to understand that some days, some week, some months, and even some years over a career will be hard. If you can stay the course and trust your skills, trust the work you've put in the long run, you'll succeed. Our players understand this, and they have a trust in their work and a trust in a process that allows them to enjoy the journey. I think a huge part of development is also knowing when to take a step back. Sometimes when we're chasing dreams and chasing goals and working towards something, we get so consumed and even obsessed with it. Sometimes you're having a bad day, put the ball down, jump in the pool, go watch a movie, hang out with friends, take a nap. If you're going to chase big goals, be patient with yourself. Self-compassion, self-love, live in gratitude, trust the process. More than anything, enjoy the process. This is basketball. You chose it because you love it, love the game, and the game will love you back. Honor the game, and the game will honor you back. Respect the game, and this game will give you more than you've ever imagined.
Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. We are here for the Camp Step It Up halftime show. We are going to send it down to Natan Orbizada, who's standing by with head of officiating for the Sarachek tournament, Mel Chedham, to clear up that play between North Shore and, between DRS and Frisch, that potential backcourt. Going to send it down. Natan, take it away.
We're joined with Mel Chedham, the head official of the Sarachek tournament. First and foremost, I just want to thank you for all the hard work you do for all these games. There was some controversy surrounding the Frisch DRS game if there was a backcourt on the catch of the inbound pass. I just want to know what your thoughts on that play were and what you have to say.
Well, I have to say this. Been around a lot of levels of officiating. One of the toughest plays that I've ever seen live. I looked at it about a dozen times, and back and forth. I would have to say 6 times we thought it was backcourt, 6 times we thought it was not a backcourt. Upon further evaluation with your wonderful crew, we were able to determine that there was one step taken, a second step taken, and the pivot foot went into the backcourt in super slow-mo, and we were able to determine that. Unfortunately, during the circumstances of the play, it should have been called a backcourt, and it was not.
Thank you very much, Ref. Have a good day.
Thank you for that. Shout out to Coach Mel for clearing things up on that play. Obviously, a little bit tough for the officials in that. But now we are at the Camp Step It Up halftime show, which is brought to you by Camp Step It Up, located in upstate New York with busing provided to and from camp. Camp Step It Up was founded by Yosef Verdugo, a former D1 college basketball player. It is the most proven Shomer Shabbat basketball camp in the world, featuring 26 current Sarachek players and over 400 past Sarachek players, as well as YU and Stern College stars over the past 12 years. There are programs for boys and girls grades 3 through 12, including a 6-week option in the U.S. and a 1-week option in Israel. There are 3 minyanim per day, learning groups, and a camp rabbi. Past campers include many Yeshiva League MVPs, over 70 college players, dozens of professional and National League players, a EuroLeague Rookie of the Year, and an NBA draft pick. Additionally, some of the players in this game are Camp Step It Up campers, including for North Shore, Charlie Sassoon, Jacob Cohen, Eli Bachor, and Eli Biton, and for DRS, Gaby Spodek, Shua Weinberg, and Yitz Bennett. So if you would like to find out how you can play in this Tier 2 final, email office@campstepitup.com, call 888-600-0908, or visit timetostepitup.com. And now we are going to send it down to Natan Orbizada, standing by with Coach Moshe Cohen for DRS.
I'm with the head coach of DRS. Obviously, tough first half. What do you tell your guys in the locker room to get back in it?
We just want to go out being our best, try to turn it around. We're definitely not happy with that half. That's not our basketball, but it's been a fun weekend. Not our best, but we're going to turn it around, try to just walk out of here, leaving it on the floor.
How do you stop all the easy transition buckets and three-pointers?
We got to communicate. We got to communicate and show a little more heart.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you, Natan, for that interview. We appreciate Coach Cohen hanging with us through the, through a little bit of delay over there. But just as the halftime buzzer sounds, Avery, DRS down 9. Obviously, we heard it from Coach Cohen, not the half they were looking for. What's it going to take for them to turn it around?
So I think defensively it's playing a little smarter. I think they want to come out really aggressive and just punch this North Shore team in the mouth. It did not work. North Shore handles the pressure really well, as we saw last night against Ida Crown. And they've been able to work some really easy buckets. I would expect the defense to be a little bit more conservative, hang back, try to protect the basket, and make North Shore beat you with contested threes. On the other side, for DRS, they really have to get attacking to the basket. They've been horrible shooting the ball so far. Just not their game. They're not a three-point shooting team. So they need to go back to what works for them, which is getting downhill to the basket. And then North Shore continue to up the pace, find cutters inside, take your guy one-on-one. And then defensively, they're doing a great job at getting into these passing lanes and causing frustration for the DRS team.
And now North Shore, after DRS won the tip, North Shore going to inbound to start the third quarter. And it's Charlie Sassoon. He's been good this game so far, albeit with a couple wild three-point shots, but outside of that, he's been excellent. Eli Bachor with a three of his own, and that's a great start for North Shore. Eli Bachor picking up right where he left off at the end of the first half. North Shore now back up to 12.
Yeah, and one thing to note, DRS 0 for 13 from 3. That is the official number. Not something that's going to help you win a Tier 2 championship.
Isaac Solomon, good work inside, but couldn't get it to fall, and that's going to be off of Solomon's hand, going North Shore's way.
Yeah, good hustle by Michael right there to try to get that second opportunity. Didn't work out for them, and it looks like DRS starting with a little more pressure to try to force some turnovers.
And I like that move from DRS, trying to get something going, maybe bring the energy, force turnovers that turn into easy points, as they just need help getting anything on the board. Eli Bachor into the corner, Sassoon for three. That's a good look from Charlie Sassoon, and he nails it.
And Yosef, we saw last night, North Shore is a really good team at breaking the press, breaking pressure. They handle the ball really well. So I don't know if this press is going to work, but an interesting gamble by Coach Cohen.
Avi Slumnicki now, DRS desperately needing a response. That's a lot of steps, and he'll get called for a walk.
And as good as this offense has looked for North Shore, the defense, in my opinion, has looked even better. DRS, only a couple buckets since the end of the first quarter after they started off a little hot. They're just doing such a good job of packing the paint and telling DRS, you can beat us from the outside if you want.
As now it's Michael Levy for North Shore. Nice pass to Phil Cohen inside. Phil Cohen powering his way to the basket. And that's a great layup from Phil Cohen. 17-point lead for North Shore as DRS in big trouble.
Yeah, those high pick and rolls are really deadly when you have a ball handler like before. It's as soon as there's a good take by Spodek. With those high pick and rolls, you see a lot of teams struggle to run it just because they don't have great playmakers. But having Sassoon and Bachor and then the big man like Cohen rolling to the basket is really the perfect combo you want running that, and it leads to a lot of easy buckets for them.
Davey Spodek at the line. DRS has been a very good free throw shooting team this tournament. Spodek connects on the first one.
You're going to see on the replay is a good take by Spodek. Really a passer first, one of the better playmakers in this tournament. But when he's aggressive going downhill, he's very fast, very tough to stop. Kind of reminds me of a young John Wall, maybe a De'Aaron Fox. Not someone you can really keep in front of you as a defender.
As Spodek hit both, so now back down to 15 points as DRS looks to chip away at this North Shore lead. Eli Bachor takes a screen from Ganjian, dribbles off his foot but goes right to Ganjian. Michael Levy now, pass inside to Bachor, great job by him. Avi Slumnicki couldn't handle the ball, tipped out of bounds, going to be North Shore possession.
And they just share the ball so well. I mean, it's everyone in their lineup, not even their top players. We're talking about bench players and role players, and there's another find. The North Shore is so good at finding the open man and also moving off the ball and creating space.
Avi Slumnicki, Saidi. Spodek in the corner for three. No good, rebound by Charlie Sassoon. And once again, a lot of rebounds for these North Shore Hebrew Academy Lions as they've done an excellent job on the glass. Lots of misses from DRS, so lots of rebounds available. As good job by Saidi to poke it free. Ganjian takes it in the backcourt. DRS wanted a backcourt violation, nothing doing. And Saidi going to get called for the foul.
And now you can sense some of the frustration from the Wildcats players. They're just not getting the stops they need. They're not getting their shots offensively. It's leading to some errant fouls and some bad mistakes and mental lapses. They really need to pull it together. Maybe Coach Cohen could benefit from calling a timeout to calm his team down.
Yeah, and this is not what you want from Coach Cohen, not just in the sense of the basketball, but also, to go out in a frustrating loss like this, right? He said he wants to keep it positive when he was talking to us pregame. This is the last game of these guys. They're so close. That's a three from Bachor. Front iron, rebound, Joe Aaron. And, to look the way they're looking now, obviously not the way you want to end your high school career if you're these Wildcats. Tzvit Saidi going inside on Michael Levy, and that's going to be a foul on Levy. Going to be on the side. Just under 5 to go. DRS still down 15 to North Shore.
Yeah, and I think that's a matchup, as you're going to see on the replay, that DRS can benefit from. Zaidi really good at using his body despite being on the smaller side. Does a great job of getting into the paint on the smaller defenders, so look for that to be more of a factor.
That's a three from Saidi. Bit short. Saidi fighting for his own rebound. Once again, offensive rebound from Tzvi Saidi. That's his 7th of the day on the offensive glass. Just excellent from Tzvi Saidi, although couldn't fully handle it, wound up going out of bounds.
He still got the stat though, so I think I'll be happy with that.
And he may get a double-double offensive and defensive rebounds for Saidi, as that's a three from Phil Cohen. No good. Joe Aaron going to take it down. 4.5 to go. DRS going to have to do something. Joe Aaron taking it to the basket. Couldn't get it. Aaron fighting for the board. He'll get called for the loose ball foul, but Joe Aaron in transition cutting to the basket is where you want to be if you're this DRS offense.
That is exactly where you want to be, and that's exactly how they won the Yeshiva League. When Joe Aaron is going downhill, he is so hard to stop. Maybe the hardest player to stop in this tournament when he puts his head down. And down 15, you really haven't gotten much going offensively. That could be something that DRS benefits from if they choose to go towards that.
As Kohan Nim coming into the game for Levy. Saidi in the corner, another attempted three from DRS, and finally, DRS able to get on the board from range. As Tzvi Saidi breaks the ice, 32-20, North Shore lead. As that three sparked some chants from the DRS crowd as we get a defense. North Shore fans responding with chants of their own. Sassoon pulls up. That's good from Sassoon. Great response from North Shore.
Yeah, Sassoon a little quiet here in the second half. We saw how good he was early. It just shows the depth of this North Shore team and how many star players they have. There's a nice pull-up Jay by Saidi. And we have a lot of star players in this game, I'll say that.
Yeah, and the two stars for these teams, Saidi and Charlie Sassoon, almost identical shots on each end. As Coach Babayev going to take a timeout, wants to talk it over with his team.
As a reminder,
and it looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll step aside. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
For many decades, NCSY has provided the best summer ever for thousands of teenagers who have joined to take part in all of the great things the land of Israel has to offer. This summer will undoubtedly be the best summer ever, but also the most meaningful summer ever, as we join hands with our brothers and sisters in Israel in rebuilding and making Israel as great as it will be for all of us. These are most uncertain times, without a doubt. We do not know everything that tomorrow will bring. We are still mourning all that we saw yesterday and over the past few weeks and months. But of a few things, we can be certain. We can be certain that Israel will rise again. We can be certain that now, more than ever, is the time to come to Israel and to join in the process of the building of this glorious state. Come join us this summer, now more than ever.
Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. North Shore 34, DRS 22. But recently the momentum tilting a little bit in DRS's favor.
Yeah, we're going to continue to bring some more pressure here to try to force some turnovers. They've done a lot better defensively, forcing tough shots for North Shore over the last couple of minutes.
As Charlie Sassoon with the ball, he's up to 13 points on the day. Charlie Sassoon trying to work his magic, kicks it out. That's Eli Bachor. Bachor hop step blocked to Saidi. What a beautiful swat from Saidi.
Yeah, he's got a double-double. He's playing some great defense. He's leading this comeback for DRS. We'll see if they can go all the way.
Gets Bennett high post, finds a cutting Joe Aaron. And once again, that's exactly what you're looking for DRS, as now only a 10-point lead for the North Shore Lions. Charlie Sassoon. Sassoon has been excellent in this one for North Shore. Now Phil Cohen. Eli Bachor going to move inside on Saidi, puts it up. Great defense, Tzvi Saidi. Now DRS in transition, that's Slumnicki, strong to the basket, no good, but Joe Aaron trying to tip it in, no good again. Passing around, and Phil Cohen comes up with the rebound. That's maybe a little too quick for DRS in transition. Bachor looking to take it inside, now Ganjian, top of the key. As he hands it off to Kohanim, pass to Bachor. Tzvi Saidi locked in on defense. Bachor couldn't get anything on that one. And Noah Ganjian tried to bounce it off of Avi Slumnicki, but it's going to be DRS ball.
Yeah, and partner, if you thought DRS was not going to make it back in this game and make it a close one, you would be mistaken. They have championship DNA in their blood. They won Tier 2 last year. They won the MDY tournament. They won Saturn, and they won the Yeshiva League, looking for one more piece of hardware before the seniors graduate.
It's Joe Aaron with the pull-up. That's good from Joe Aaron. We know that's his shot. Let's see if he can get going. And I was talking to assistant coach Zvi Grishko for DRS. He said obviously they're disappointed about Thursday's game, but they're going to turn this into a Tier 2 dynasty with this squad trying to go back-to-back Tier 2 champions. As a little bit too much contact from Avi Slomnicki, he'll get called for the foul.
Yeah, and I know Zvi Saidi has been really good offensively. He's getting rebounds and making a name for himself that way. But how about the defense he's done on Eli Bechor, who is currently not in the game? But Saidi has just been incredible on both ends of the floor and has really been a spark for this DRS team that has kept them relatively close.
As now it's Phil Cohen. Phil Cohen puts it up. Couldn't get it. And Saknovitz gets the rebound. Poked out by Jacob Cohen, but that's going to be a foul as he was a little bit too aggressive.
And now the greenhouse, or whatever's left of them, is starting to get into this one. And we also have more and more fans trickling in with the Tier 1 championship game, which will be after this. It's TABC versus Mag and David.
And you just love to see who's in the crowd for that, the Tier 2, Tier 1 championship. We have Coach Jonathan Rich for Ida Crown, Coach Brian Jensen for Frisch came out. They're sitting next to each other. As that's Slomnicki for 3. No good again from Slomnicki, as he's really struggled from deep in this tournament. And that's going to be a push on Joe Aaron. That's going to be a push on Yitz Bennett. I thought it was 4-2, but it's 2-4. As after some foul trouble yesterday for DRS, really hasn't been an issue in this one for either team. DRS coming out in a press, trying to force some mistakes. Jacob Cohen throws it forward to Sassoon. Sassoon able to corral it, goes up on the layup, and that's a goaltend from Joe Aaron.
And Yosef, how many times in a Yeshiva League game do we see goaltends off the backboard? Yeshiva League kids aren't used to getting that high. You see Joe Aaron got there, his hand was above the rim. Just crazy.
Just incredible athleticism. As I think they need to add the score onto the scoreboard. I don't believe they have. That's Cohen taking it up, no good. Rebound goes right to Kohanim, and Kohanim not going to miss from there.
And after a good stretch for DRS, DRS ballooned back to 12.
Sorry about that. DRS went on an 11-2 run, but now North Shore with 4 quick points. Saidi for 3. Backboard and out. Slomnicki, Saknovitz. If you're DRS, I'd like to see them slow it down, maybe hold for 1. As Sweet Saidi, DRS has numbers. Gets Bennett corner 3. That's off. 13 seconds to go. Jacob Cohen. Now Charlie Sassoon, 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4 for Sassoon. Taking it inside, loses a handle. Gets Bennett, picks it up. Not going to get a shot for either team, as North Shore, after a quick push at the end of the quarter, going to take a 12-point lead into this final frame. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back. Welcome back in to the Max Stern Athletic Center as we're going to look at some highlights. Charlie Sassoon, beautiful 3, follow through, and he was hyped as struggled a little bit towards the end of the second quarter, but got it going early in the third. North Shore up 12. We'd like to give a big thank you to Lior Hode for his generous donation to Max Live in memory of Moshe Kranzler, Olav Shalom, Moish is heavily involved in the Sarachek tournament, and he worked in admissions, as we heard yesterday before that ULA TABC game. Really, the Sarachek tournament is what it is because of the efforts of Moish Kranzler and the vision that he had. So it's very nice for Lior Ho to honor his memory. If you would like to donate to Max Live and support the work that we do, visit maxlive.com/donate. As the greenhouse coming alive here in the fourth quarter. Joe Aaron for three. No good. Rebound, Sweet Saidi. Another offensive rebound from Saidi as the loose ball goes to North Shore.
Yeah, I think he has a double-double officially with just offensive rebounds, not even counting defensive rebounds, which is crazy for a guy his size.
Listed at 6'3" on the paper. I don't think he's 6'3", but either way, great effort from him on the offensive glass. That step back from Cohen, no good. Tipped around, Michael Solomon picks it up. Joe Aaron looking to push for DRS as they've got a tough hill to climb. Down 12, 7 minutes to go. Sweet Saidi looking to turn it on. Now Gaby Spodek, Slumnicki. That's a three from Saidi, deep three, and couldn't connect. North Shore fans letting him hear it as Gaby Spodek couldn't corral the rebound. Tried to save it, but nobody there. North Shore going to gain possession.
Yeah, and just aren't the shots that are going to get you back into the game. You know, shooting on the run, off the dribble, handoff threes, and deep, like that's just not a recipe for coming back in the game. You really have to get to the basket or at least find open shooters that way.
And Jacob Cohen, good move inside. Now a 4-point lead for North Shore. As it's getting harder and harder for DRS to come back. Joe Aaron, spot up shot, that's good. So good response at least from the Wildcats. As we're crossing the 6.5 minute mark left in this one. And Eli Bachor looking to check back into the game. Charlie Sassoon going to slow things down for the Lions as Jacob Cohen hits a cutting Sassoon, moving in. Beautiful play from the North Shore Hebrew Academy Lions. Back up 14. Joe Aaron moving in, puts it up. No good. Great job by Michael Solomon on the offensive glass, and he'll get an and one.
Yeah, and he's telling his team to calm down. They don't want to get too excited, down by 14. Good leadership by Michael Solomon. That's exactly what you need to do if you're at DRS. Push bodies into the paint. You know, even if you miss the first opportunity, you can still get the rebound on the second opportunity. And DRS a lot more physical when they're by the basket. So good job by Solomon there to clean it up. And it looks like, interestingly enough, Charlie Sassoon, the North Shore Stars, going to take a bit of a rest here.
Yeah, between, I think for Coach Babayev, you know, between the offense, defense, Charlie Sassoon more of an offensive guy. Now you're up 12. And in case DRS does start to climb back, he wants Sassoon fresh. He's played almost every minute of this game. You know, maybe going to head to the bench for 2 minutes or so and probably head back out there for the end.
Yeah, but you also got to continue to be aggressive if you're North Shore. You don't want to lay back and give DRS chances.
And with the primary ball handler for DRS headed to the bench, for North Shore headed to the bench, DRS comes out in a press. It's a little bit of a chaotic possession as we see. Ball kind of hit off the ref, saving it.
Is that out of bounds or is that?
No, the ref was.
The ref keeps it in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's as if it's an invisible wall. The ref was in play. Obviously, if the ref was standing out of bounds, it would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, and they're going to put Sassoon back in the game. He did a great job of breaking the press of Out of Crown yesterday, so they need him with DRS upping the pressure.
And that's a great job by North Shore to break it. Charlie Sassoon inside. A little bit of a sloppy pass from Charlie Sassoon. That's now an 11-point lead. Joe Aaron going downhill. He's so dangerous, and that's going to be on the floor. And they're going to call that on number 10, Jacob Cohen. But either way, probably a smart foul in that situation, as you don't want to give Joe Aaron any opportunities with a full head of steam.
Big possession here for DRS. Down 11, you have a chance to make it single-digit lead and get some more momentum on your side.
That's a three from Saidi. Stepped into it, no good. Eli Bachor on the rebound, DRS pressing, and they're going to get called for a foul.
And I also think the play calls by DRS have been very perimeter-centric as well. It's not just that they're going rogue and shooting threes. That's a design handoff to free up Zaidi, who's normally a great shooter, but DRS just only 1 3 on the day. It's just not working for them.
Charlie Sassoon a little bit stuck. Coach Babayev tried to call a timeout, maybe a travel, but either way, neither the timeout nor the travel were called. Eli Bachor, and good transition from North Shore recovering after they struggled to break the press. Joe Aaron with his team down 13, puts it up. Wow. Joe Aaron, a tough three. Cuts the lead down to 10 with 5 to go. Jacob Cohen couldn't handle the pass but gets it back. Now Phil Cohen.
Yeah, North Shore slowed down right now, but that's going to be out of bounds going to DRS.
And right on cue, DRS able to force a mistake. North Shore maybe needing to get a little bit settled. We'll see if this continues if Coach Babayev decides to take a timeout. But DRS going to inbound, trying to cut this to a single-digit lead for North Shore. Joe Aaron, pull-up three. Oh, man. Joe Aaron's in takeover mode for the Wildcats as we got ourselves a ball game. 4:40 to go. DRS back to within 7. Now the greenhouse into it. Loud defense chance coming from the DRS faithful. Andrew Cohen in. Eli Bachor looking for some kind of response for North Shore. Charlie Sassoon to slow it down. 14 on the shot clock. Joe Aaron locked in on the fence. Sassoon for a 3. That's blocked by Solomon. Wildcats in transition. Not strong enough on the pass, but Tzvit Saidi able to pick it up off the tip. Joe Aaron, he's been electric. Another 3 from Aaron. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound by Andrew Cohen in. And North Shore going to look to get it over the timeline despite some pressure from the Wildcats. Jacob Cohen working inside, tries to hit. And after a little bit of a disjointed effort to start, smart timeout by Coach Babayev for North Shore. It's going to be a full timeout, which means that we are going to step aside. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We need you to vote OIC Mizrahi in the upcoming World Zionist Congress election.
What you can accomplish and what you can change is massive. Don't lose this opportunity.
Those who are interested in impacting what's happening in Israel today, this is your chance.
The decisions of the World Zionist Organization and Congress affect us in so many ways.
Our children, our education,
Aliyah, immigration, even campus life.
How much money will go to Jewish education in America and Eretz Israel?
The lone soldiers, injured soldiers, the families.
Even though we are totally diverse, we one people, one family. We have to hold it together.
Let's make Torah stronger. Let's make Klal Yisrael stronger.
5 minutes, $5. Slate number 5. You can change the Jewish world only a few moments.
Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. What was a 17-point lead for North Shore, now only 7 points. 3:43 to go as DRS trying to mount a comeback. We would like to thank Dougie's for being a proud Max Live sponsor for the best barbecue and grill in Teaneck. Make your way to Dougie's. Go to Dougie'sBBQ.com to order. The link is in the description of this video. As calling him to inbound, now over to Charlie Sassoon. 15 on the shot clock. North Shore really going to look to get something concrete on offense as they look to put something back up on the board. Jacob Cohen. Some Nicky in defense. Cohen, 4 on the shot clock. 3. Now Eli Bachor, he's going to have to put it up. Doesn't realize, and that's a shot clock violation by the North Shore Hebrew Academy Lions. Has a little bit of a mental lapse from North Shore, opening the door for DRS.
Can't happen out of a timeout. Out of a timeout, you need to have a play call down. You need to tell your guys, we got to go. And also a big play right here for DRS. I'm trying to get Joe Aaron and Tzvi Saidi in an action together, maybe a pick and roll between the two.
As Saidi, looks like Michael Solomon's going to come up, maybe set a screen. Andrew Kohanim on him. He's been excellent in defense. Pass was poked by Bachor, but taken by Joe Aaron. 16 on the shot clock. Poked by Bachor again. Now he's going to take it down. Michael Solomon trying to recover. And that's going to be a foul on Solomon in transition. Probably a smart foul by Solomon as Bachor had a good lane.
And how about the defense by Bachor? You got the Yeshiva League MVP right in front of you. He's fielding a couple threes to get in his face and poke that ball loose. Earn yourself 2 free throws. That's a winning play. That wins championships. That's exactly what he just did.
And with 3 minutes to go. That's good. So Eli Bachor hits the first. He's struggled a little bit in this tournament from the line, only 4 of 8 prior to this game. But it's been the two-headed monster of Eli Bachor and Charlie Sassoon for North Shore that's really powered them here today. Also, good defense from Kohanim and others. Phil Cohen's been excellent on the glass. Really a good team effort from North Shore. Joe Aaron couldn't handle it, but DRS retains possession. Sfeet Saidi takes the screen from Solomon. Now it's Saknovitz for 3. Bounces around, no good. And Phil Cohen couldn't maintain control, but it's going to be off of DRS. North Shore going to get the ball back, and it looks like DRS is coming into a press. Jacob Cohen to inbound. Some kind of a 3-run-1 press for DRS. Eli Bachor going to take it down. Michael Solomon tried to set up for the charge. He'll get called for a block. That's a good call by the officials, which is going to send Eli Bachor right back to the line. And North Shore back up 10.
What a take by Bachor. Michael Solomon, known as the best charge taker in the Yeshiva League, has a highlight reel of taking charges. But Eli Bachor just got there before him. It was an incredible finish. And now it's officially panic time, and we got to go time for DRS, down by 10 with 2:30 left. I'd expect our offensive possessions to be a lot more urgent, and defensively continuing with that press to try to force turnovers.
I'd like to give a shout out to Coach Mikey Pollock, also headed into the gym.
All the coaches are here to see it. All the coaches.
And we see in the corner the Mag and David squad getting ready for their game. Sure to be an exciting one. DRS Mag and David championship right up after this, which will be after the Yachad postgame show. Joe Aaron probably going to look to do some hero ball. Great back and forth with Saknovitz, And that's good from Joe Aaron on the layup. Quick timeout by Coach Cohen, wanting to get his defense set. 2:15 to go, 8-point lead, for the North Shore Hebrew Academy Lions.
Yeah, that was exactly the type of possession you want. If you're a DRS, it was quick. It took 10 seconds off the clock. Joe Aaron getting to the basket and finishing over a big Phil Cohen. That was a good give and go right there. That's what it's going to take right now. When you're down 10, it's got to be quick. It's got to be sharp. I'm getting the ball to my best player and saying, attack the basket. Get us a couple points.
Come to Golan Heights for the best authentic Israeli food and more, located just steps away on campus. Schwarmer Schnitzel Poppers, to name a few of Golan Heights' delicious items. And Avery, we've spoken about it all day, but North Shore stars really came out to play today as they've led the way for these Lions.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been both stars. I mean, on both teams. Both star duo, Zaidi and Aaron, and Bachor and Sassoon combining for over 30. They've both been great. There's an interesting play right there. 5 seconds coming up. He just threw it off with the DRS leg. But I think for North Shore, the story's also been the role players all getting involved on both sides of the floor. There's another turnover.
Steal by DRS. Look for them to capitalize. Inside to Solomon. Goes up. And one, Michael Solomon. He's been so tough to stop down low, both offensively and defensively. Michael Solomon fighting down low, opportunity to cut this lead to 5.
Started with Solomon's defense on the press. They say great defense leads to easy offense. Nothing easy about that finish though, and a chance to make it a 5-point game for the Wildcats.
Michael Solomon converts the and-one as DRS continues their good shooting night from the line. 47-42. And what's been an excellent game. DRS climbing back here in the fourth quarter, crossing the 2-minute mark. That's a steal by Joe Aaron. And that's going to be a foul by Sassoon. Great job by DRS, as they have an opportunity to cut it to a one-possession game in a matchup that looked all but lost heading into the fourth quarter.
We talked about the championship DNA that DRS has. We talked about it when they were down 12. Now they're down by 5. I mean, they just never quit. And maybe it's just the fact that this could be their last game together. These seniors who have done so much together, as they really want it. They've really turned up in this past few minutes. And I think if you're North Shore, they have too many guys trying to bring up the ball right now against this pressure. I'm just giving the ball to Sassoon or before, letting them work one-on-one. The moment you bring extra offensive guys to help out, you're also bringing defensive guys to trap. So we'll see how North Shore handles the press.
as North Shore looking to be in some kind of half-court pressure. DRS chance from the greenhouse. Tzvi Saidi going to take the open space inside. Couldn't get the layup. Rebound, Phil Cohen. DRS right back in their press. And I think they're going to call a timeout. Great job. High IQ timeout. I don't know if that was Kohan Im or that was Coach Babayev, but either way, smart move from North Shore, allowing themselves to reset with 1:45 to go.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think DRS has done anything particularly different on their press that they did before. The same press, they're just playing with a lot more urgency now, knowing that their season's on the line, the tournament's on the line, and North Shore, who's done such a good job of breaking the press, has sort of fallen apart in these last couple minutes. So just credit to DRS sticking with it. I think if I'm North Shore, I'm staying aggressive here. It might be, it might be counterintuitive because you think maybe we gotta, slow it down, work the shot clock, take some time off the clock. But the more time you spend passing it around, the higher chance of a turnover. So I'm getting the ball, I'm getting up the court, I'm trying to score quickly if I'm North Shore.
And interesting, we mentioned lots of players in the backcourt for North Shore. Maybe want to lower it a little bit. But North Shore brought the whole team in the backcourt to try to get that one. And the pass was still tipped.
Yeah, and it's a man-to-man, Yosef. So now there are 4 defenders ready to trap.
As stolen again by DRS. North Shore, no answers. Joe Aaron moving inside, puts it up. No good, gets his own rebound. No good again, another rebound. And Joe Aaron putting the team on his back. It's a 3-point deficit for the Wildcats. Eli Bachor looking to respond. That's going to be a foul on Adir Saknovitz. And with DRS in the bonus, Eli Bachor going to head to the line.
Yeah, just how about the absolute willpower of Joe Aaron getting denied on his first 2 attempts, sticking with it, and a great putback to put DRS within 1 possession, but a massive 2 free throws here for Eli Bachor.
And the first one from Bachor is short, so it remains a 1-possession game. And as we know for these Wildcats, you can never count them out. We saw that yesterday. 6.6 to go. Joe Aaron throwing up a prayer, keeping their season alive. Now it's Bachor on the second. That's good from Eli Bachor, so a 4-point lead for the Lions, 1:29 to go.
Yeah, they're going to keep the ball out of Aaron's hands to the best of their ability. They're face guarding him right now with Cohen.
Tzvi Saidi, now Joe Aaron thought about the deep 3. Once again, now it's Solomon with the pull-up turnaround. That's good for Michael Solomon. 2-point deficit now. Timeout, Coach Babayev. As he wants to talk this over, DRS no doubt going to come out in their press. That's giving North Shore such problems. Let's see what Coach Babayev can draw up for his team.
I think it's important for Coach Cohen to stress to his team not to foul right now because North Shore is in the bonus, and if they got 2 free throws, they can bring it back to a 2-possession game. Yes, you want to be aggressive on your traps, but you also don't want to foul and give North Shore 2 easy free throws. I'd expect the press right here, try to get a steal, and if not, make sure you hustle back and stop transition offense for North Shore.
And 15 offensive rebounds in this one for DRS. They've averaged 10 throughout the tournament. That's one of the best totals of any of these teams. Tzvi Saidi, 9 of those. Joe Aaron has 4. Michael Solomon, 2 offensive rebounds. And that's been the story kind of between the press and the offensive rebounding for DRS, which has allowed them to climb back into this one. Now, with just 1:12 to go, Avery, what are you drawing up for North Shore to finally try to break this press from DRS?
Yeah, I know we talked about it a lot. It doesn't seem like Coach Babayev is listening to us. He's going to bring his entire team to try to break this press. What I am looking for is to use DRS aggressions against them. DRS trying to get into these passing lanes, maybe go over top and go deep, kind of like a football, deep bomb. Get yourself an easy layup. We've seen that work for them a couple times down the stretch.
And now it's Bachor.
Here comes the trap.
But nothing doing before Charlie Sassoon, North Shore to slow it down. 1 minute to go. No need to foul for DRS in a one-possession game. They just got to get a stop. Sassoon took it inside, lost the handle, and DRS going to try to capitalize off the mistake from the junior guard for these North Shore Lions, and the opportunity to take the lead for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think we can all guess where the ball's going right now.
As DRS, no doubt, going to look to try to get something going for Joe Aaron. Jacob Cohen going to look to stop him. Aaron goes downhill, inside to Saknovitz. Now Michael Solomon gets his man flying, gets another man flying, puts it up. No good, rebound, Cohen. Poked away by Saidi. And that's going to be a foul on the floor by Jacob Cohen.
Yeah, you'll take the ball if you're at DRS, but they had a layup there by Saidi. Great job staying with it and ripping the ball out of the North Shore player's hands. And pardon me, Zvi Saidi's heading to the line right now because North Shore's in the bonus. So a chance to tie the game after all of that.
Zvi Saidi throughout this tournament. Saidi, first one in and out. Saidi 4 of 7 from the line before this game.
And also, Yosef, the shot clock is turned off, so if North Shore gets this rebound, which has not been a given, or even inbounds the ball, which has also not been a given, then it may be time for DRS to foul.
Yeah, but no doubt, no matter whether this is in or out, you got to assume DRS going to come out in a strong press, as North Shore still yet to prove that they can do anything.
Yeah, and I wouldn't foul right away because you've proven you can turn them over. I would wait maybe 10 seconds before you have to foul.
Saidi short on the second one. Cohen takes it. DRS back in the press. Trap. And it's Ginsburg. Now Phil Cohen. And that goes off of Saknovitz. 25.3 to go. You got to assume DRS going to play the inbound close and then maybe foul. If you're North Shore, who are you trying to get the ball to?
It's not who I'm trying to get the ball to, it's where I'm trying to get the ball. You don't want to put yourself in a corner. You don't want to corner yourself. So you see right by the back court where the referee is standing right now near the scores table, that is a big spot you don't want to get to because you can't go backwards or else it'll be a backcourt violation. It's an easy trap for DRS. You don't want to get the ball into the corner because also nowhere to go without a bounce. You want to get the ball to the middle of the court to one of your free throw shooters, hold it strong, and go to the line, hit two, and win the game.
And for North Shore, look for them to funnel the ball to Charlie Sassoon. The fact that he's able to, he's probably their best ball handler. Look for him to deal with any kind of pressure, as well as he's been perfect from the line.
So also, I do wonder if DRS, if you do foul right away, because now the calculus has changed. If you foul them, they can go up two possessions with 2 free throws. So do you risk that, but also try to get a steal, or do you just foul right away and know what you're dealing with some more time on the clock? Let's see what Coach Cohen draws up defensively and Coach Babayev for North Shore offensively.
Either way, we're about to find out.
And with this stat set, the ball is likely going into the backcourt, which will allow more breathing room for the Lions.
Yeah, smart call from Coach Babayev, but let's see what they got here. It's going to be Le'Veon to inbound. Adir Saknovitz in defense. As that's an offensive foul, dead ball foul from the North Shore Lions. Really an ill-advised.
Who drew it? It was Michael Solomon, the guy who's known for taking those offensive fouls.
Who else but Michael Solomon drawing the foul for DRS. Mental error from North Shore, and DRS going to look to capitalize.
And we saw one crazy shot by Joe Aaron yesterday that you were on the call for. Do we get it again?
Either way, I would assume DRS going to try to get some kind of shot up with at least, 5-10 seconds, especially the way they've been so electric on the offensive glass. Give them an opportunity in case it doesn't fall. Joe Aaron going to take it inside, pulls up, bounces around, no good. Who's got the rebound? It's Joe Aaron. Joe Aaron under the basket. That's going to be a foul, sending Aaron to the line for 2.
That is a massive call. You see the replay here. I thought maybe North Shore had a hand on the ball, but it looked like too many hands were chopping down at Aaron, where they called the foul, and now 2 massive free throws for the senior, the MVP. I mean, you couldn't draw it up any better than this. And then also, one thing to note, if he makes both, it's no guarantee North Shore even gets a shot off, even keeps possession for the entire 7 3.7 left on the clock. We saw how good DRS's defense has been. Maybe they roll the dice, press again off of a make, assuming Aaron hits two, to try to get a steal.
Yeah, and especially with 7 seconds to go, not going to be a lot of time for North Shore. You know, we saw in the Yeshiva League Championship, DRS did not press off of, you know, with about 3 seconds to go off of the free throws to send it into overtime. El Kinderler was able to get a clean look from half court. Now, I think DRS has learned, especially after that game against Frisch, you can absolutely not give any clean looks. If Joe Aaron is able to, especially if Joe Aaron is able to tie this up. That's Aaron on the first one. Back iron. That changes the math for both of these teams as DRS bringing in Michael Solomon. They're going to have Yitz Bennett as well. DRS really going to get to crash the offensive glass. And if you're Joe Aaron, do you try to miss on purpose and grab the rebound, or you just hit the shot and then play the foul game?
I'm just hitting the shot because even if he hits it and then you foul, you're still down 3 points. You still have a chance to tie it.
Joe Aaron from the line puts it up. That's good. We're going to get a sub. Joe Aaron coming out of the game.
And that sub allows you to set up now in your press.
That's Yitz Bennett coming out of the game. And timeout Coach Babayev, as he's going to have to make sure that they can get this ball in cleanly. 7.7 to go. And I wonder if you're DRS, you know, you're kind of running out of time here. Maybe if you can force something off the inbound pass, but I think once it gets in, you don't even have enough time for a trap. You just got to foul straight.
I think you just got to foul. They've been so good at trapping and forcing these turnovers. Now is not the time to play with that. You know, if you foul right away, you're looking at 7 seconds. And it's also no guarantee that North Shore hits both. I mean, they might miss a free throw and then you're down 2. And then on the possession coming back offensively, you can take it to the basket. So I'm just minimizing the risk right now if I'm Coach Cohen and telling my team, if you can't get a steal off the inbound, you foul right away, no matter who it is. And then for North Shore, you obviously really want to get the ball to Sassoon because he's your best free throw shooter. But you also want to get the ball into the middle of the court because DRS has really, their trap has really been effective on the sidelines.
As we got a nice jumble of players right at the top of the key, it's going to be Le'Veon once again to inbound from North Shore. Let's see who the ball goes to. Goes to Sassoon. Quick foul by Tzvit Saidi. 6.9 on the clock. And I think, you know, considering the inbound went straight to Sassoon, good quick foul from DRS as Sassoon with the opportunity to make it 3 points. Force DRS to chuck up a 3 if they want to send this one to overtime.
Yeah, that was the right foul by DRS. Obviously, you'd rather foul anyone else, but the time is a lot more valuable, and no guarantee Sassoon hits both. With the game on the line, the junior with some big free throws.
Charlie Sassoon on the first. Cannot connect. And that's a big miss for North Shore, as if he does hit the second one, then a layup would tie it. But if he misses the second one, you know, DRS, any basket for DRS gives them the lead. And, you know, especially with the way DRS likes to get to the basket, even a foul could, you know, 2 free throws for DRS. Obviously, if you're North Shore, you can't really foul, but
yeah,
one, you can't do anything.
I wouldn't rely on a foul, though, because we know refs at the end of games tend to swallow the whistle unless it's, like, really obvious that you got fouled. Obviously, as a ref, you don't want to decide the game. What I'm doing if I'm DRS off of this, I'm getting the ball into Saidi or Aaron's hands, go downhill, get to the basket, but also another thing you could do is keep Solomon and Bennett near the basket. So if you get up a shot, you still have the chance at an offensive rebound and a putback that can win or tie the game. So a lot of levels to what's going to happen over the next 6.9. It all starts with Charlie Sassoon's free throw.
And Coach Babayev sending Ganjin and Kohanim, force DRS to have to fight for any potential rebound if Sassoon were to miss. Not just going to allow the Wildcats to grab it. As Charlie Sassoon on the second, 6.9 to go, 1 point game. Huge free throw here. Ball is up, bounces around and lands, so now 2 points, 6.9 to go. Let's see what can happen. Slomnicki, Saidi, 5 seconds, 4. Joe Aaron, great on-ball defense from before. Joe Aaron drives the lane, puts it up, can't get it! Layup no good for Joe Aaron, as North Shore Hebrew Academy gonna win Tier 2, upsetting the Yeshiva League champion DRS Wildcats, as Joe Aaron missing a shot that we know he can hit. He's in disbelief as the Lions are going to take the Tier 2 championship. What a play from the Lions to hold on and just DRS a little bit too little, a little bit too late.
Yeah, and I know he missed the last shot, but you just got to give a shout out to Joe Aaron. What a fourth quarter he's had. I mean, just the willpower to get his team back into this game. He was absolutely amazing. And, you know, shout out to this DRS team for fighting. But how about North Shore the junior Sassoon, before and Cohen ending off their careers with the Tier 2 championship. What a game they showed us, and an awesome game to watch.
Stay tuned for the Yachad postgame show while we're interviewing the players of the game, but we're going to step aside right before that. Don't go anywhere. We will be back.
Hi, I'm Morel. I'm a lower girl division head. I have been at Camp Seneca Lake for 4 years now. I love all the fun activities and attractions we have for all the kids. We have ropes with a zip line. We have lake with boating and whippets to climb on. We have ATVing for the kids to drive with their friends and have fun. We have paintballing where they get to get their energy out on their friends and just have a good time.
Every night ends with a special night activity. The night activities range from paint dodgeball to shaving cream fight, cake wars, boy girls sing, and see run dress.
We hope to see you in Camp Seneca Lake 2025.
Welcome back. This is the Yachad postgame show. We're going to send it down to Natan Rabizadeh standing by with the players of the game for the North Shore Hebrew Academy Lions Tier 2 champions.
I'm with the North Shore Hebrew Academy Lions 2-2 champions. Yeah! Eli Bechor, nearly 20 points. Tell me what's going through your head, senior.
I mean, my last game ever. I wouldn't want it to end like this. Being the championships for the Yeshiva League. The Tier 2 championship. We lost them almost every game this year, and I don't know, I wouldn't want to end it like this. It's just perfect ending.
Way to win, congratulations. Charlie, three-pointers in the first quarter, kicked off NSHA to such a good lead. How important was that for you?
You know, it's big. I try to get off my shots. DRS team is tough, so I try to get as much shots off as possible.
Obviously, DRS, best team in the Yeshiva League. Rallying back at the end of the game, how'd you keep your composure as a team? Lead your guys.
We've been playing with each other for almost a year about now, so there's a lot of trust in this group, and I mean, everybody trying to trust each other and do their role, and that's what won us the game.
Tier 2 champions, Eli Bechor, Charlie Sassoon, players of the game, go celebrate. Congratulations. Yeah!
Thank you, Natan, for that post-game interview. As this has been the Yachad post-game show. North Shore Hebrew Academy Lions 49, DRS Wildcats 47. In what ended up being a thriller. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back on Max Live with the Tier 1 Sarachek Championship between the TABC Storm and the Magen David Yeshiva Warriors. But for now, we're going to step aside. But stay tuned for what should be an exciting championship matchup.